Welcome to the channel. My name's Dr. Frank. I'm the founder of Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching Programs, and I make videos dedicated to helping people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content, substances I once struggled with. Now, in today's video, I want to respond to a comment that was recently left on one of my shorts regarding quitting smoking weed. Alexander Santos says, "I don't understand why people quit. We're all going to die anyways. So just enjoy life, smoke and drink whatever you want, whenever you want." And this is actually a pretty common type of comment that I get across my channel, and I want to take some time to address it today. The reality for me is if I had still enjoyed smoking weed or drinking alcohol or consuming nicotine, I would still be continuing to do each of those things. If I truly was still having fun smoking weed and it truly brought me a source of joy in life, I never would have quit. And if you're someone who smokes weed and you truly enjoy it, and weed enhances your quality of life, whether it's medically, recreationally, socially, and you enjoy your life, I would tell you, don't quit smoking weed. Why would you ever stop doing something that you truly love to do? Most people that are quitting smoking weed are doing it because the substance has led to a progressive narrowing of things in life that bring us joy. If I'm to quote Dr. Andrew Huberman and his definition of addiction or substance use. I no longer enjoyed smoking weed. Smoking weed for me felt like a chore that I did not want to have to do anymore. Socially, it wasn't fun. Recreationally, it wasn't fun. Medically, it was doing the opposite of all the things I thought it was helping me with. It was creating more anxiety. It was harming my physical health. Heck, I had early stages of psychosis and cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome throughout my weed addiction. So there was nothing about smoking weed that I enjoyed. And the reason why I quit is because I understand that I only have so much time on this earth, okay? And how I use my time, how I want to spend that time is very, very important to me. At least nowadays it is. And I don't want to spend that time being high. I don't want to spend that time under the influence of a substance. I don't want to spend that time harming myself psychologically, physically, financially, emotionally, all the ways that addiction was harming my life. That is why I have chose to quit smoking weed. I literally chose to quit smoking weed because I understand I am eventually going to die. And I want to live the best life that I can. And for me, weed is not a part of that. I think this is a big misunderstanding when it comes to addiction and addiction recovery. And unfortunately, I think this misunderstanding has been spread by programs like 12-step programs and other things like that. Not all of them, not all of them by any means, but many. There's this image that when someone quits nicotine or quits drinking alcohol or quits smoking weed, that they're forever wanting the substance, that they're forever just, oh, one more time, if I could just smoke again. I could care less to ever smoke again. You could sit next to me right now smoking a bowl, and I would have zero interest in it. A year ago, I stopped casually drinking alcohol. By casually drinking alcohol, I mean on weekends, I would have a drink. I have no interest in ever drinking alcohol again. That desire is gone. So, no, it's not that I'm at a party and I see someone having a drink and I'm thinking, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have a drink right now? No. I've truly lost interest. I have no desire to do so. This is what we try and move people towards when it comes to addiction recovery, especially if you're talking about our addiction mindset recovery coaching programs. And by the way, there's a free workbook in the pinned comment in the video description that can kind of help you curate this mindset that I'm talking about so you never have to find yourself again white knuckling it if you're quitting weed or alcohol or nicotine or whatever it is. This is the beauty in quitting. I'll tell you right now, I don't think anyone would ever quit doing a drug if quitting meant they now have less joy in life. And I understand the perception of that. And I think this is super important for anyone who's early on in their quitting process that's considering moderation eventually down the line. People also ask me all the time, Frank, if you're not addicted anymore, why don't you just smoke, once a week or once a month with your friends? I have no interest in smoking. This would be like telling someone who doesn't like Diet Pop, why don't you just have Diet Pop once a month? Well, I don't drink pop. I don't like pop. Why would I drink something I don't want? It's the same thing asking me why I don't smoke weed once a month or twice a month, or why I don't do this or why I don't do that. Why would I care to moderate something that I truly have no interest in partaking in? Since quitting, I've built up many aspects of my life. I've built up my businesses, I've built up my relationships, I've built up my finances. And because I've built those things up, I now have a life that I am truly enjoy living day in and day out, every day, even the bad days, I enjoy them. And why would I do anything to sacrifice that? Why would I try and enhance something that, quite frankly, could only be enhanced further by, deepening my relationships, building my finances, strengthening my physical health? That's how I would enhance what I have going on. Smoking weed right now, it'd be a step backwards to me. It wouldn't make sense. It doesn't help to move that needle forward in my life. And this is addiction recovery. This is why I have no interest in trying moderation. And I've said in another video too that I'm not a moderate person, nor do I care to be. I don't care to be moderate in my business. I don't care to be moderate in my relationship. I don't care to be moderate in my finances. I don't care to be moderate in my enthusiasm for health and fitness. I don't care for moderation. I'm not a moderate person. Moderation for me is painful. And why would I try and moderate something that I don't even want to do? It makes no sense. And for anyone out there who's thinking about quitting smoking weed or thinking about quitting alcohol, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this is going to be a challenge for the rest of my life. I'm going to struggle forever. I'm always going to want one more smoke, one more drink. Yeah, early on when you quit, sure. And I'll even say this as someone who had no addiction to alcohol, no dependence on alcohol. That was tough. Like for the first 6 months, 7, 8 months, every time I was out to dinner, I'd think about it. When I was out with friends, I'd think about it. I folded many times. I wouldn't even call it a relapse. I just folded many times. And then one time I just stopped, and it's been a year now, and I haven't drank alcohol, and I have no desire to anymore. It's just gone. It goes away. And this is a lot of people in addiction recovery. They are recovered, right? So I wouldn't describe myself as someone who's in recovery from drugs. I'm done. Drugs are no longer a part of my life. And I think a lot of people watching this video want to get to that place. They don't want to drink and smoke whenever they want. They want to build something better for themselves. If you enjoyed this video, follow me into the next video about moderation, where I really hit the nail on the head. Or check out the pinned comment or the video description. We have group coaching for $4.95 a month, $4.95. We have free PDFs and workbooks, and then we have one-on-one paid coaching where you can work with me to help you develop the proper mindset when it comes to quitting, and hopefully move you closer to getting to that point where you don't care to smoke again, so quitting is no longer a struggle for you. That's what we do here. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video, the pinned comment, the description, or somewhere on the channel. Until next time.